If the Gonzalez family couldn't get any lower, what they said earlier today on their family page takes the cake.
Stillness where the silence falls. Echoes of laughter haunt these walls. Memories linger like whispers in the night. Every corner feels empty without your light. A heart once whole, now shattered and torn. Every day feels like the calm before the storm. Chasing shadows of the moments we shared. In this world of sorrow, I'm lost and bare. A heart once whole, now shattered and torn. Every day feels like the calm before the storm. Chasing shadows of the moments we share. In this world of sorrow, I'm lost and bare. Shadows of goodbye they linger on. In the depths of grief I'm feeling so wrong. But your spirit lives on in the love we knew.
Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys had a good Monday. I was going through Facebook earlier and I came across this post on the Gonzalez family page. And if they couldn't get any more lower than they were, then what they posted earlier today takes the cake on it. Sometimes my pain turns to anger. And lately, it's been showing itself as anger. I am just so mad that this has happened to our families, that a single person can do this to several families in minutes, destroy them, live with constant pain and anger, be left with nothing but memories, and why? Why did you do this? Our families will never have answers to what happened. It's gut wrenching and painful and pisses you off. It's a void that can never be filled. Yet you must go on. Life just keeps moving when everything should just stop. My daughter was just brutally murdered. Everything must stop. Okay, why must everything stop? Yet nothing stops, including your own life, though you don't even know what the hell is going on. Living a life after having a family member intentionally taken from you has to be the worst pain there is to live, though, through. It consumes you, it changes you at your core. Then you have pages like this where it's mostly love and uplifting, but the haters say some of the most vile and crude things, call us names, tell us we're pieces of crap, and that we are liars, and all we want to do is make a buck, accuse us of killing our own daughter and her friends. It's literally sickening. Some actually, a lot of the things people accuse us of sometimes is too much, too much. And people who have a and a heart are not built for this. I am a strong woman, always have been. But what we are going through has brought me to my knees, inconsolable crying. I can't take the hate anymore. The accusations, the attacks on our family. Our daughter was murdered, and people hate us. They hate us because we talk too much. Yeah, you do talk too much. They hate us because we don't talk enough. I'm sorry, no one has ever given us a book that says, do this if your daughter and her best friend are ever murdered in their bed while they are sleeping peacefully. Nope, no such book. So sorry, we just do what we feel we should do for our girls. It's all about them. This page is not pro the defendant. We are biased, and that is our right. And she put biased in all caps. If you are pro defendant, I'm sorry, we are not on the same page, and I ask you to leave our page. Now, here's the part right here that where I said, if they were any lower to take the cake. If you're not with us, you are against us. Plain and simple. We are against the defendant and pro our children's. Just in case anyone is not sure where we stand, thank you for understanding. Much love, Christy Gonzalez. So basically, she's saying if you're not a guilter, then you're against us. That right there kind of just showed their true colors just a little bit. We all want the same thing. We all want justice for the victims. Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan. We all want justice for them. The families of the victims, they are not victims. No. They are family of the victims. That little stunt right there that Christy pulled is totally embarrassing. She's basically telling the people out there that if you don't side with them, if you don't think that Brian did it, then you don't want justice. I'm sorry, but we all want justice. We want justice for Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan. We want justice for Brian. But that right there, just whatever respect I had, which was very little, is completely gone for this family. Yeah, I respect Ben Mogan, Jeff Kernodle, even though the Chapins are saying that they want nothing to do with the trial or anything like that. And yes, they have came out in the past um, doing interviews and stuff like that, but they don't do that anymore because they want to see the court process play out. And right now, the only thing that should matter is justice for the victims, justice for the Idaho 4, and the constitutional duty of Brian facing his accusers. The court narrative should be playing out right now, not the narrative of the Gonzalez family, not the narrative of the media parade that's going on. But when I saw that, first thing I thought was, wow, they're just trying to alienate everybody. And that's what I thought. You know, if you're not pro pro Gilter, if you're not pro Gonzalez, then they don't want you on their page. If you're pro defendant, if you're pro Brian Koberger, they don't want you on their page at all. And that's what Christy just said. If you are pro defendant, basically pro Brian Koberger, I'm sorry, but we are not on the same page. And I ask you leave our family page. Well, what if there's a pro Brian Koberger out there who wants to send their well wishes, uh, to the family? Oh, sorry, you lost a child. Yeah, we pray for you. But that statement right there, they don't give a rat's ass about anybody that that is not their side, the guilter side. And that's sad. This isn't about Christy. This isn't about Steve. This isn't about Olivia. This isn't about Olivia's husband. This is about Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan. This is about justice for the Idaho Four. This isn't about the Gonzalez family. Even though this is what their fourth GoFundMe. I mean, guys, look at Ben Mogan. He's not asking for an absorbent amount of money, and he's already done stated that whatever money left over that he don't use, he's gonna donate it to the memorial fund for Maddie, Kaylee, Zen, and Ethan. But when you look at the Gonzalez's, they want to go out and eat pizza. They want to have fun things to do with the kids. Ben Mogan's only taken maybe 2 or 3 people. That's it. For moral support. That's it. 2 or 3. They're taking 10. So while this trial's going on, they're going to have a family reunion in an Airbnb. By having 10 people along when it shouldn't be that many people going. Ben's not taking that many. He's taking maybe 2 or 3. But you got the Gonzalez is taking 10 people plus their dogs. So is this really about justice for Kaylee, or is this about how much money they can get to go out and fun stuff while they're living in Boise from August of next year to the 7th of November? Is it is it all about justice, or is it all about them? And I'm starting to wonder. I really am. I'm starting to wonder if it's not all about them. But yeah, that statement she made right there really takes the cake. They're really saying how they feel about the people that don't ride their coattails, that don't wear the death penalty shirts. They're telling you in that, mainly her, she's telling you in that statement, if you're not uh, if you're not all the way that this guy's innocent and let's put him in on death row, if you're not all the way for that, then they don't give a shit about you. I don't know, Christy, maybe you need to think that we want justice for Kaylee, Maddie, Zan, and Nathan, but maybe you should be like the rest of the families and kind of sink into the back and let this entire process play out. Because let's see, you're the reason possibly why this got moved from Latah to Ada County. You and your own jury surveys. You tried to taint that jury survey so bad that in favor of having Brian put to death, you did your own jury survey. And look where that got you. That got the trial moved. Even though you're fighting to keep it in Latah County, because that's where the crimes took place. You wanted it in Latah County. But with your little jury survey stunt, that's what ended up getting it moved to Ada, 7 hours away from you. But yet, we, the people that support Brian Koberger, that also, yeah, also wants justice for the victims, also know that constitutionally it's innocent until proven guilty. We're the bad people. We're not allowed on your page because we don't buy into your mainstream media parade narrative. We don't buy into your narrative that this guy is guilty and he deserves to die. Well, there's no evidence linking him to the crime. There's no motive, and one of the aggravators for the burglary was dismissed. One of the felony murder aggravators was dismissed. So, how does that make you feel? Knowing that one of the aggravators was dismissed. Mind you, there was like 3 or 4 aggravators, and now they're just, no, 4 or 5 aggravators. They got rid of the aggravator on the burglary, so now there's just 4 aggravators. But did that make you mad that they were dropping one of the felony murder aggravators? Like it makes you mad that Brian gets to wear a suit to the hearings, where Christie actually made the statement she'd rather see him in uh, handcuffs and belly chains coming into the courtroom. Now we all know he does have shackles around his knees, and he came in with handcuffs on the first appearance. But no, the Gonzalez's want him in handcuffs and belly chains every time he comes in for a hearing. Every time they want him in belly chains and handcuffs. And they want to see, who's footing the bill, for his new suits, and who's writing the motions for him to be in suits so they can hold that person accountable. Well, what if it's Ann Taylor who's writing the motions for him to be in suits? Are you going to hold her accountable, or you just going to laugh in your face when you point your finger at her because she wants her client to look presentable in the hearings instead of just an orange jumpsuit? Or do you want him to be dressed in his orange to make it look like he's a murderer? Which one is it, guys? And by no means am I a lawyer. By no means am I a part of this jury. And by no means are you guys out, the viewers, the jury in this case. But that statement by her, if you're uh, if you're pro defendant, leave our page. So basically, she's stating that they could give a rat's ass about anybody leaving them any nice comments. That's pro defendant. And that's just very wrong because we're all humans. We all show compassion. Even when a family of the victims, and mind you, it's just the family of a victim, when they show hate and malice for anybody that's not kissing their butt or doesn't have the same view as them. We all grieve if something bad happens to somebody. We all grieve, and we all always send our condolences, our well wishes, our thoughts and prayers on the death of a loved one. But it just seems like this family doesn't give a crap about well wishes from people who's not kissing their ass. And that's very sad. Like I've said, we all want justice for the victims. Justice for Kaylee, justice for Maddie, justice for Xana, justice for Ethan. Justice for Brian and his family. But I'm sure Ben Moken wouldn't talk to people like that. Whether they be uh, pro defendant or anything. And I've heard the stories that the that page was initially set up for tips by the private investigator that they hired. That's what it was initially set up for. It was set up for tips to help find the person that did this to Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan. But when the money and the gifts started flowing in, they took the page over and fired the private investigator and stopped taking less and less tips on whoever the person was that did this, and they turned that family page into a for-profit page. I mean, you can always leave nice stuff on the page, but now they've added something that kind of irritates me. And here I'll show you guys. For certain things on the page, you now have to pay for it. Subscriber badge, a special badge displayed next to your comments on the Gonzalez family page and live posts and live videos. Remove it anytime. 99 cents per month. Cancel anytime. So that page also is a for-profit page. It's a memorial page, the Gonzalez family page. They post a lot of pictures of Kaylee and Maddie and Xana and Ethan on there. but you also have to subscribe $1. I'm starting to wonder if they aren't greedy grifters. Because that one single comment, guys, that one lone comment, if you're not on their side, then you're against them. And they don't want you on their page. But like those guys, like, subscribe, comment channel, hit that bell notification for any new uploads, and make sure you click all for all my new uploads and my deep dives and my rants. You guys have a good Monday night, Tuesday morning. This is Robert with True Crime Podcast, and I'm out. Peace.
Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess.